Please tell me this is like a joke or, no, a one-off, a get you by, something like that. Please don't make the points like this. Oh, the points are so weird. It is kind of like Age of Sigmar points. Hey, it's something I've said before. Age of Sigmar is kind of like the new edition of 40k. It keeps it simple and accessible for new players. Good. So, with the points, you have a set amount of models for the points, regardless of the weapons you choose. But in Age of Sigmar, those weapons are specifically balanced against each other, with very few options. 40k is not, and here are some examples. The Space Marine Librarian in Terminator armor, new model, very nice. Doesn't start with a Stormbolter, but you might as well have one, because it's free. There's no extra points for having a Stormbolter. The Genestealer Acolytes. You can have an auto pistol, which is one shot at 12 inches, strength 3, or hand flamers, which are D6 strength 3 shots at 12 inches with ignore cover. Get them, they're free on every model. An Imperial Guard Sergeant, a las pistol costs the same as a bolt pistol, but a bolt pistol is one higher strength, not even costing an extra point. Then we get to the more egregious things. For the Death Watch, it's 330 points for 4 Terminators with 3 assault cannons and a plasma cannon, a bike veteran, and 5 veterans. Alternatively, you can have 10 veterans. Is this kind of abusable for Death Watch players to get Space Marine models cheaper? It seems very possible. I'm not seeing anything jump out right now that gets a massive discount. 205 points is 5 Space Marine Terminators, 330 points is 4 Terminators for the Death Watch and a bike and 5 veterans. It works out at about the same. The Tau though, their battle suits get all of their drones for free and all of their weapons, so why have 2 weapons on a Crisis battlesuit? Have 3. Have 3 of the same if you want. We're not limited like in 9th edition where you get extra points cost depending on if you have multiple of the same gun. And then the big one. A Lehman Russ battle tank with a battle cannon and a heavy bolter costs exactly the same points as a Lehman Russ battle tank with battle cannon, las cannon, 2 multi-melters, a heavy stubber, and a hunter-killer missile. There is no rule that makes the tank better if you don't have the sponsons, and if you wanted to go that World War II accurate look, no. You have your World War I looking sponson tank. Doesn't matter if it didn't work in practice, it works better on the tabletop for no extra points. So this points, as it's going to be in 10th edition, forces you to go hard or not at all. Now I had expected that there would be some equalizing of weapons. They do specialized things, and that is what the special rules are for. Heavy bolters shoot lots, they have sustained hits. Melter weapons do more damage at close range, so they have the melter keyword. Combi weapons are for killing heavy infantry, and so they have anti-infantry as a rule. That is good. But when there are massive upgrades of clearly better weapons and whole extra weapons that you can take, surely there should be some points cost. I don't care so much about a bolt pistol, but 4 extra guns on a Lehman Russ for free is a lot, and presumably the points would take them into consideration, so you should have them. If it was like Power was in 8th and 9th edition, they had a middle ground for taking all weapons into consideration, like all the best ones and none at all, and then put the points roughly in the middle. If it's done that, then taking the weapons for free gives you powerful vehicles for cheaper than their points balance suggests. And if it's power style optimized for just the top level, you really do need to take these weapons to have any kind of chance in a vaguely competitive game. So for all Games Workshop was saying, oh, power level's gone, power level, you don't have power level anymore, people didn't like power level. Power levels are not gone. They are here and renamed to points. There is no granularity. Even among the models. So like power before it, there are now levels for how many models you take, not granular points per model. So 3 Arcoflagellants is 45 points. 4 Arcoflagellants is 150 points, because 10 of them are 150 points, and there is no points listed for having 4 Arcoflagellants, just 3 or 10. The data card itself says between 3 and 10, But if the points are staying this way, then it really should be saying you can either take 3 or 10. I mean, it lets you have like a number of them in the middle, but you're paying for a squad of 10 regardless of whether you have 4, 6, 7 or 10 of them. The way this has come about is due to the way that units are sold, what you get in the boxes and the battle forces. So if you can buy 10 battle sisters, then the points are set for 10 battle sisters. That's what you get in the box, that's what you play as a squad, that's what the points are. That is what you can field. However, Death Guard Plague Marines are sold in boxes of 7 for thematic purposes, you see. But the unit's points are either 5 or 10. It really is just not the Death Guard's edition. My community really didn't like power levels. I liked it as an occasional alternative for points and new players and quick games, but both. I wanted the choice of which one I had. Not the worst of both worlds. Now, enhancements. As I suspected, these do cost points, and they're a sort of way to up your number. So if you're like, oh, I've got 985 points, there may be a 15-point enhancement available for you. So they're not free, but without playing a game yet, I can't say if it seems really balanced or not. That will take time and player experience to sort out. There are some other oddities. Inside an army for internal balance, 5 Retributor Sisters with 4 heavy weapons is the same as 10 Dominions with 4 special weapons, plus 6 other sisters. And arguably Dominions are better than Retributors lady for lady. So that confused me quite a bit, and sisters did not need that kicking, especially since they've had Celestian stripped out and their fortifications stripped out as no longer an option. No shrines. Terrain pieces for other factions that have stuck around have really odd points values. The Aegis defense line is 145 points, basically the same as 6 Ogrins. An Eldar Webway Gate is 220 points, so the same as 20 Rangers. I really don't think you're getting your points out of these. So maybe Games Workshop has some extra thing yet to be revealed, or they just don't want you to buy these kits anymore. Apart from them, generally, the points are very similar to right now at the end of 9th edition, so I expect the Games Workshop will just let us go for it and correct things as we go. A sort of fix it in editing kind of attitude, but I don't want to see that. I did not want to see that. I know there's a lot more to talk about in points, but I'm trying to look at this as an overview and not get sucked into individual army points. I'm hoping this is a short get you by kind of thing for a few weeks, and then it doesn't continue like this for the rest of the edition. But considering they wanted things to be simplified, not simple, I'm pretty sure this is the state of things that we're going to have to get used to with regards to points. If you see any obvious errors in these points, I'm planning on doing a video on errors in datasheets and odd things like this. When I have enough errors, and I already have a lot, I will release the video. If you know of anything strange, please comment it. Page numbers for the PDF are greatly appreciated. You can also join my Discord and complain about the points in there. The link is in the description. My darlings and viewers, have a great day of 40k.